Fans live. Keith Grieve here, flying solo. I want to talk to you all about late night sports radio and what we're trying to do here. Talk sports as they happen. You got my show, our show with Steve Taylor, Monday nights, 10 p.m. The Fantasy Greek joins us at 11 for the NFL Hour. Sundays and Thursdays, you got the Bob Sullivan Show. Wednesday night, the Fantasy Greek gives you all of the free fantasy football advice you could want. And his fantasy football starts and sits in 60 minutes. That's Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Friday, you get a great episode, entertaining episode of Claire versus Carlson. That's the kind of show that you're getting ready to go out on a Friday night. Just put it in the background and just listen. Because they keep you entertained. I'll give them that. So all of these shows start at 10 Eastern Time at latenightsportsradio.com, or you can find them on the Spreaker app. Available on all platforms. This segment is brought to you by CG Imaging at cg-imaging.com. CG Imaging, virtually creating reality. And also by The Lockbox by Stephen Taylor, a thrilling spy novel available for digital download and or paperback orders at barnesandnoble.com and amazon.com. That's The Lockbox by Stephen Taylor. All right, well, let's bounce around the NBA. What's happening tonight, kids? Derrick Rose and Pau Gasol get back in the lineup for the Chicago Bulls. And what does it mean? It means an 11-point lead at Utah tonight, 69-58. Right now it's 4:54 left in the third quarter. You know, I feel bad for Derrick Rose. He is not going to shake this fragile logo. Or label, not logo. Label. But tonight he has played 19 minutes, gone 4 of 7 from the floor, including 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, but 15 points. Jimmy Butler throwing in 18, leading the Bulls right now. Pau Gasol with 16 of his own. As much as Derrick Rose is the athlete, the difference maker, the game changer, I still think Pau Gasol is the linchpin to that team. Call me crazy. Go ahead. You won't be the first. 585-633-7487 if you want to call and talk. 585-633-7487. I don't know. I think he was right to leave L.A. He was the catalyst that helped them shore up those back-to-back championship teams. And then they went out of their way to try to run him out of town. Constant trade rumors. Has there ever been a future Hall of Fame player least or less appreciated than Pau Gasol was in L.A. playing for the Lakers? Because he didn't fit what we all thought he should be doing and getting down under him, banging. Not that kind of player. But it is what it is. So, he's in Chicago now, hoping Derrick Rose stays healthy in the spring. Remains to be seen. For the Jazz, 15 points from Derek Favors, 12 from Enes Kanter, 10 from Alec Burks. 13 personal fouls for the Utah Jazz compared to 8, which results in an extra 8 points for the Bulls, and they are currently up by 9. So there's your difference in the game right there. Box score analysis extraordinaire. That's what you get here, folks. Also happening right now in the NBA, the Indiana Pacers lead the Dallas Mavericks 98-90 with 6:46 to go in the fourth quarter there. Louis Scola, 14 points. Donald Sloan, that's right, the point guard. Donald Sloan, 26 points and 5 assists. 10 points for Ian Mahinmi, 10 points for Solomon Hill, 11 points for Chris Copeland, 11 points for Damian Rudez. I probably said that wrong. For the Mavericks, 20 points from Dirk, 16 from Parsons, 18 from Monte Ellis, 13 from Brandon Wright. Off the bench, Jameer Nelson was an interesting addition to the Mavericks. this season, calling up his stats right now. This season, he's shooting 36% from the floor. Doesn't take all that many shots, only about 7.5 a game. 7.4 points per game, only 4.6 assists per game. God, you'd think that there would be, I don't know, more assists on that team. You know, I hate to overanalyze stats sometimes. But if you're the point guard on a team with Monte Ellis and Dirk Nowitzki, you know, I'm looking at trying to see where their pace is. That's the new Sabre metric I'm trying to get my head around, and that's how many possessions that each team uses per game. Now they're toward the bottom of it. Their offensive efficiency rating, first in the league. Effective field goal percentage, shooting 54.5, first in the league. Turnovers per game, third best in the league, 10.7. I would think that there would be some kind of just more assist than that. 4.6. Also, turning the ball over 1.5 times. So you got your 2-to-1 ratio or better. I guess you can't hack on a guy too much, but I'll try. I don't know, Dallas shellacked the Lakers, but that's not really saying anything. 585-633-7487. 585-633-7487. Earlier today, the LA Clippers defeated the Charlotte Hornets 113-92. Clippers moved to 8-5. The Hornets 4-11. 22 for Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, 22 each. And another 21 from Jamal Crawford, 17 from J.J. Redick. For the Hornets, 16 from Al Jefferson, 15 from Kemba Walker, 17 from Cody Zeller, 11 from Brian Roberts. Those are your double-digit scorers. 9 rebounds for Bismack Biyombo. But Blake Griffin, 22 points, 16 rebounds. DeAndre Jordan, 11 points, another 12 rebounds. Chris Paul with 15 assists. That's just insane. When they're playing like that, you're not going to beat them. It is the Hornets, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, I guess. The Cleveland Cavaliers went on a day where LeBron James's leadership has been questioned by former Heat reporter Brian Windhorst. And also LeBron has come out and said, I need to do more, I need to do better. Well, they go out and they beat the Cavaliers, they beat the Magic 106-74. LeBron James with 29 points on 9 of 17 shooting, 11 assists. Kevin Love, 12 points, 8 boards. Anderson Varejao, 14-6. You think that the Cavaliers, when they acquired Love, were expecting similar numbers to Andy Varejao? I don't. Maybe it's just one game. It could be a conundrum or a what do you call it? When a variance. It's not the word I'm looking for, but kind of is what it is. Victor Oladipo, 22 points for the Magic. Nikola Vucevic, 18 points and 13 boards. Oladipo, 22 points, 9 boards from a point guard. Did turn the ball over 5 times. Can't do that, son. Cannot do that. Magic dropped to 6-10. The Cavaliers improved to 6-7. Last night on the Bob Sullivan Show, Jamison Welch said that there's a small chance that David Black could be out by Christmas Day. Don't know if I'm ready to go there, but Jamison seems to be a little bit more into the know than I am. 6-7. You knew that the Cavaliers were going to take time to gel. You had to. If you didn't, you're an idiot. Sorry, I said it. You are. 12 points for Kyrie Irving tonight. 11 boards for Tristan Thompson off the bench. 6 offensive. Way to get after it, kid. Portland Trailblazers extend their win streak, beating the 76ers, who extend their losing streak. When did the losing streak start? You ask. At the beginning of the season. That's right. They have not won a game yet. It's 0-14 on the season. The Sixers are so god-awful, atrocious. LaMarcus Aldridge with 33 points, 11 boards. Wesley Matthews, 17 points. Damian Lillard, 16 points, 5 boards. You know, it's... Portland is a team where, you know, they played really good at the beginning of last season. Kind of, you know, fell back a little bit as the season wore on. And then in the playoffs, you know, created some headaches. When you think about the lineup of Damian Lillard, Wesley Matthews, Nicholas Batum, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Robin Lopez, you almost want to fall in love with that lineup. You almost do. It's just, maybe it's because it's Portland, man. I don't know. Is it the color scheme that just makes me think that they're just out of touch? I don't know. Is that stupid? Yes. But they're 11-3 right now. Getting on a roll. You know who else is on a roll? The Toronto Raptors. The 12-2 Toronto Raptors, 104-100 over the Phoenix Suns. Eric Bledsoe with 25 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Markieff Morris, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists of his own. Isaiah Thomas, the point guard acquisition in the offseason, 16 points, 3 assists for the Suns. For the Raptors, 27 points from Jonas Valanciunas, 23 points from DeMar DeRozan. Valanciunas also pitched in 11 boards. Kyle Lowry, the point guard, 14 points, 7 boards, 8 assists, 5 fouls. So he made them all count, I'm sure. 17 points for Lewis Williams off the bench. You know, the Raptors, I know they're in the Atlantic Division. They're probably going to win this division by default unless somebody decides how to play basketball. Everybody else is under 500 right now in that division. But if they're able to figure it out, and I don't hate their bench. Patrick Patterson, Grievous Vasquez, Lou Williams, like I just said. Still got Landry Fields in there somewhere. They forced 20 turnovers today from the Phoenix Suns. 20 turnovers. Hard to win that way, kids. Hard to win. In the last game of the night, the Houston Rockets beating the New York Knicks 91-86. The Knicks now fall to 4-11. As we continue the transition to Jackson ball, the Jacksonian era, the Rockets improved to 11-3. Carmelo with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 0 assists. Is anybody really shocked? 0. How do you I don't understand how you can play an NBA game. How you can play, I know he only played 18 minutes, but how you can play 18 minutes and not get one single solitary assist. That everybody rips on Kobe for playing hero ball. What is that? 6 of 11. He played 18 minutes, took 11 shots. I don't know. He's got a. I don't know what the answer is with Melo. He may be in that paradox where there's all that talent and everybody wants to see him develop it to fruition, but he just can't get over that hump. Kind of in another sport, kind of like how Jay Cutler is. He's got the arm strength. He can throw every ball, but he just doesn't do certain things that would make him successful and drives you batty. I think that's where Melo is right now. For the Rockets, James Harden drops 36 on the Knicks. 36.